Hey everybody, Fanatic Perspective here again. It's your boy Steve, and I'm here with Coach Dave again, recapping an awesome, stress-free Cowboys victory today over the San Francisco
Perfectly said.
49ers. Coach, 40-10 victory. We're able to get some backups in today. Just your general thoughts on today's victory.
Actually, it was a good win, especially coming off the bye, off those two losses that we had, even though we put up quite a bit of points. So it was definitely a win that we needed to get that run game on point. They looked real good. The guys looked real good. Zeke, it looked like he had another gear today. It looked like he had another gear today, and it was good to see. It was good to see the old line pushing people around and just doing what the Cowboys, what they do best: run the ball. Time of possession, keep our defense well rested, keep them off the line, keep them off the field, and everything else will take care of itself. Very proud of the guys.
Zeke was outstanding today. I think he had. It's funny, we were talking before the game, and you were like, "I want 200 out of Zeke."
Yep.
And with the 72-yard catch, and then I think 150 yards, you got your 200 yards of offense, 3 total touchdowns. I think this was the 4th straight week that Dak has had 3 or more touchdowns running and passing. The offense is rolling right now.
Oh yes,
we've the thing we had been scoring 30+ points.
Yep,
but we hadn't. The running game was kind of in and out.
Right
now that we're getting back to that, and we have to factor in the opponent as well. But now that we're getting back to that consistency that we saw last year, Zeke looking like he's in better shape. Yeah, we're getting those points, but now we're keeping the defense off the field, which is so important. Talk about the defense today and what you saw from Rob Marinelli's group.
I was actually impressed. I was impressed today. I mean, we talked about it would be hard to give a game ball if we had to give. We were talking about this was a full team effort and stuff. I said, but if I had to give a game ball, I probably would have gave it to the defense. They shut San Francisco down. Yeah, San Francisco is 0-7 now, but all their games have been close. All their games have been close. It's not like they've been blown out.
They've been very, very competitive.
They have been very competitive. If I'm not mistaken, all their games, their 5 games, 6 losses that they had were a combined total of 13 points. All of their games total of 13 points. And then, of course, our guys come in and put 40 on them, and then we hold them to 10 points. And our we gave up a touchdown at the end.
Yeah, garbage TD.
It was a garbage TD, but the blitzing, I was just impressed.
I want to talk about the blitzing.
I was like, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
This is what I've been waiting.
We've been sitting in that cover 2 all season.
Exactly.
And I felt like over the bye week, we had that come to Jesus meeting with ourselves and said, we have to get more aggressive. We have to make these teams one-dimensional and really dictate pressure.
Right.
We blitzed our linebackers today. Normally we only do that delayed blitz from the nickel with Skandrick or whatever.
Right.
Today we blitzed linebackers. Jalen Smith got a sack. I saw Damian Wilson back there. Byron Jones got a hit on the quarterback. I mean, we were sending people from all over the place.
All over.
And I want to see that moving forward. I hope it wasn't just a thing we did because we were facing a rookie quarterback where we felt the need to get more aggressive. I hope to see that against Kirk Cousins next week.
Exactly.
Alex Smith. We have to do something because if we just sit in our cover 2 and do about how we've been doing, we're going to get carved up every single
Especially
week.
with the good quarterbacks.
Absolutely.
Even with this quarterback, with this rookie quarterback, he was still picking us apart when we sat back there in the cover 2. He was still picking us apart. But once he turned that defense loose and just go get him, it was. If you want to say we wanted to try this game because we were playing San Francisco, okay, I can get that. See how it worked out. Can we do this? Can we do that? Yeah, and it did work out. They're still a professional football team. So if going forward, if you blitz like that and coming from all the different angles that we did, you're going to confuse quarterbacks. I don't care what quarterback you have back there. You're going to confuse them. Coming from, if we're doing safety blitz, corner blitzes, linebackers, delayed stunts, you have to mix up that front, whether you're 5-2, 3-4, whatever defense that you're in.
You saw that today.
You have to mix it up.
We shut down their bootleg with that. We were blitzing to this. We kind of got sort of a read early in the game. They were carving us up with the bootleg, but eventually we figured out how to send the blitz from that angle, get the ball out. I think Taco got a pressure. David Irving got a sack off of one of those.
He did what we've always complained about. He made adjustments. Finally made adjustments to that bootleg. He finally said something to somebody. Stay home on the wings, stay there, and it worked. And you saw it. As soon as they stayed disciplined, they actually went away from that bootleg because it wasn't working anymore.
Absolutely. And you'll see some teams coming up like the Redskins next week. They run a lot of that same action with Kirk Cousins, but better personnel, much better personnel. So we have to pay a lot of attention. That game tomorrow night against the Eagles, huge game for us to monitor, Cowboys fans, because we still have to play the Eagles twice and the Redskins twice.
Right.
And obviously, we're trying to go 1-0 this week, beating the Redskins.
Right. Exactly.
One game at a time, but so happy with how we look coming off the bye.
We
were very, very impressive. I want to talk about Dak Prescott. I know we're both wearing Dak jerseys right now. And
love the kid.
I don't even think he's getting enough credit on a national perspective with how well he's playing his softball. He has gotten substantially better this season. And I complain in some of my, not complain, but I mentioned in some of my early videos that he didn't seem fully sharp early in the year, but he was carrying the offensive load.
Yes, he was.
He was the only person that was even making plays and still producing scoring drives. Now that he's gotten into midseason form, he's outstanding, Coach.
He is on fire. And it's just like you said, I want to piggyback what you said at the beginning when that running game wasn't there. It was all on Dak. He had to carry that load. He had to keep that team into games, and he did. And if he literally looks like a 6-7 year veteran playing football out there. You could not tell this is his sophomore year. And we always hear the sophomore slump. I even heard Charles Woodson talking about maybe Zeke's in that sophomore slump because of the way he started. And
I heard that from Randy Moss and Charles Woodson this morning as well.
Yeah, this morning exactly. But Dak, nobody said that about Dak. He is not in the sophomore slump, and he's only going to get better. I mean, the sky is the limit for this kid.
I don't know if people realize that 6 games in, Dak has 14 passing touchdowns. I think another 3 rushing touchdowns on the ground, only 4 picks. That's an outstanding touchdown to interception ratio from the quarterback position. We are getting elite level production from him, and he's kept his team afloat and is leading this team. Zeke's body, I mean, I know there's been a lot of conversation about it. I don't know about y'all, maybe it's because we were with him, but he just looked slimmer today.
He did.
He had that burst, Coach.
Dude.
When he ran up the sideline, almost tripped himself and still kept his balance.
Yes.
I mean, that's just the world-class talent he brings as a runner to this team. Now, we'll see with, obviously, the elephant in the room is going to be his hearing.
Exactly.
Not the hearing, but just the appeal process and whatnot. But I did like what I saw from Alfred Morris, from Rod Smith.
Yes.
I've been asking to see a little bit more Rod Smith in there.
Right.
He had some good, strong runs. I know it was against the twos, but even Alf looked had some wiggle.
Everybody had a pep in their step today.
And it's because the offensive line.
Yes.
They finally got a great push. Even going back to that Green Bay game where they were starting to kind of get that
last
push.
Drive. Yes.
Yeah, we're seeing that with our guys. We saw that with our guys today. So we'll have to keep that up. I mean, right now the league, we're watching the Patriots and Falcons game right now, and the league's up for grabs. Everybody was talking about the Chiefs being the elite team. They've lost 2 games in a row. Obviously, we have the Eagles tomorrow night. I feel like if the Eagles win, they're pretty much undisputed number 1.
Let's go, Redskins.
So if the Redskins can handle their business, help us out a little bit, we're back in there.
Yes.
But we have a long way to go. I mean, there's so many variables going on. Aaron Rodgers, the guy who's ended our season in the playoffs the last 2 times, he may or may not come back. And the Packers may or may not be a part of the mix. So it is completely up for grabs, especially in the NFC right now. The Panthers losing today. I mean, There are no elite teams right now outside of possibly the Eagles.
Right.
Everybody else.
Yeah, they're the ones who have a little separation as far as the record goes.
But we still get to play them twice.
But we get to play them twice, and I mean, we still have a long way to go. I mean,
absolutely,
we still have a long way to go. And if today is any indication of what the rest of our season is going to be, I'm okay.
Yeah. So it was a good Sunday for us, and we'll enjoy and celebrate the win this week. Looking forward to a huge, America game of the week.
Yes,
next Sunday with the Redskins. But as always, thank you, Coach. Appreciate you.
Thank you for coming. Now.
Yep. Go Cowboys.
Go Cowboys.